In Bukhari and Muslim, the Prophet ﷺ states, collected in Bukhari and Muslim, on the day of judgment, a person may have a very gigantic body, and however he weighs less than the weight of a mosquito's wing in Allah's sight. In this world, you may have a gigantic, but on the day of judgment, you may weigh less than a mosquito's wing in Allah's eyes. Read if you wish, the Prophet ﷺ says, فَلَا نُقِيمُ لَهُمُ الْيَوْمَ الْقِيَامَةِ وَزْنًا. We shall not give them, the disobedient ones, any weight on the day of judgment. This is a metaphor, your weight. What do our scholars say? They combine between the two opinions. You, your body, yourself is given value, and your deeds are given value together. So you are both weighed at a value. What is your value? To Allah's sight, the best is the one who is most righteous. Not the fattest, not the heaviest in body, not the richest. To Allah, it's in righteousness. There is a story about Abdullah ibn Mas'ud radiallahu anhu. Abdullah ibn Mas'ud radiallahu anhu was a very skinny, small companion. Short and skinny. He looked fragile. And they used to call him Ruway'i Makkah, the amateur shepherd of Makkah before Islam, the Quraysh people. When he became a Muslim, he remained skinny. However, Allah gave him a strength in his heart that no one can dream of. One day he's climbing up the palm tree, or al-arak, shajratul arak. Arak is the tree from which roots you take the miswak out from. You know, the miswak that we used to cook. So it's called shajratul arak. He was climbing it. And accidentally his shin was revealed. Sahabas knew how skinny he was. Some of them, as they were walking by, they looked and they smiled to each other, laughed a little bit at the skinniness or the thinness of the shins of Abdullah ibn Mas'ud radiallahu anhu. The Prophet ﷺ turned to them and said, أَتَضْحَكُونَ مِنْ سَاقَيْهِ الْحَمْشَاوَيْنِ. Are you laughing at his thin shins? إِنَّهُمَا لَأَثْقَلُ عِنْدَ اللَّهِ مِنْ جَبَلِ أُحُدٍ. They are heavier in value, just his legs, than the mountain of Uhud itself. Metaphorically speaking, Rasul ﷺ telling us the value of just his legs. If you were to put it on a scale in this world and you were to weigh it, its value, if you turned it into value, it'll be heavier than the mountain of Uhud. Be careful, my dear brothers and sisters, from putting down others. They might be heavier than you in value in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's eyes. Allah says, وَلَا يَسْخَرْ قَوْمٌ مِّن قَوْمٍ. Let not a people mock another people. عَسَىٰ أَن يَكُونُوا خَيْرًا مِّنْهُمْ. Maybe that latter group will be better than them. وَلَا نِسَاءٌ مِّن نِسَاءٍ عَسَىٰ أَن يَكُنَّ خَيْرًا مِّنْهُنْ. Don't let a group of women, don't let yourselves mock another group of women. For maybe that other group of women may be better than you. You don't know who is better. Don't harm a Muslim or even a non-Muslim if it's unjust. Harming another person, you could be harming a wali of Allah, a friend of Allah whom Allah holds dearly. And Rasul ﷺ tells about Hadith al-Qudsi, Allah says, مَنْ آذَى لِي وَلِيًّا فَقَدْ آذَنْتُهُ بِالْحَرْبِ. Whoever harms a close friend of mine, then I declare war against this person. Be aware. Rasul ﷺ was sitting with his companions, this hadith in Bukhari and Muslim, and they saw a man appearing of nobility passing by. He looked like he was noble, rich, famous, got a good position, popular. The Prophet ﷺ turned to his companions and asked, "What do you say about this man?" And they said, "He appears a man of nobility. If he proposes to any woman, she will accept. If he intercedes for anybody, they will consider him. If he speaks, people will listen while he talks." The Prophet ﷺ didn't comment anything. He waited, then another poor man passed by, poor looking man passed by. He asked, "What do you think of him?" And they said, "A weak and poor man. If he proposed to a woman, no one will give him. If he intercedes for anybody, nobody will accept it. If he speaks, no one will listen. He's an insignificant man." Rasul ﷺ said, "By Allah, the second man is better than 1,000,000 times of the first man." Or in the hadith says, "Mil'ul ard." Whatever the world can fill, this man is better than the other man that you thought was very noble. Allah says, Inna akramakum indallahi atqakum. The most honored among you in God's eyes are the ones who are most righteous, or the ones who are most God-fearing, meaning you stay away from the things that displease Allah as much as you can.